Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Reading Festival's back. We've just got our second announcement with 70 new names, and it's time to mark our calendars and get excited. From rising indie darlings to chart-topping superstars, it's time for us to pick our top 10 favourites from this second announcement. There's some absolute gems in there, so join me as we discover some of your new favourites and rehash some golden oldies if you don't know about them. So without further ado, let's dive into the top 10 from announcement 2, Reading Festival 2023. In at number 10, Yard Act. Yard Act have been making waves in the UK music scene with their post-punk sound and socially conscious lyrics since 2016, all the way through to their release of their Mercury-nominated debut record. Hailing from Leeds, their music is a reflection on their working-class roots and the struggles that come with it. They don't shy away from topics such as gentrification, mental health and politics. Instead, they tackle them head-on with a fresh perspective. Their live shows are just as captivating as their recordings, with lead singer James Smith's commanding presence on stage leaving audiences in awe. So much so that they caught the attention of Sarah and John late last year for an upgraded version of 100% Endurance. We can't wait to see them grace those fields. In at number 9, Holly Hunterstone. Holly Hunterstone is a rising star in the UK music scene, and for good reason. Her music is a blend of indie pop and singer-songwriter sensibilities, with introspective lyrics that are both personable and relatable. What sets her apart from the rest is her ability to write songs that are emotionally charged and packed with honest storytelling. Holly's music often deals with themes of love, loss and self-discovery. We also can't wait to see records like Scarlet on that main stage. It's going to be amazing. In at number 8, Royal Otis. The Sydney dream pop duo have been gaining traction across Australia and this summer are coming for the British Isles. Their music is reminiscent of bands like Foster the People, MGMT, Crystal Fighters and Circle Waves. They're set to embark on the Groove in the Move Festival tour down under, alongside the likes of artists Ocean Alley, Fatboy Slim, The Chance and Skepta. With 1.4 million monthly listeners on Spotify, it's clear that Royal Otis is striking a chord with audiences around the world. They've recently collaborated with producers Dan Carey, known for working with people like Fontaines DC and Wet Leg, and James Ford, known for working with people like Arctic Monkeys, which is a testament to their growing reputation within the music industry. I'm really looking forward to diving headfirst into their catalogue and checking their Festival Republic set out on Sunday at Reading, Friday at Leeds. And number 7 on the list is Sleep Token, a band from London that's shrouded in anonymity. Despite the lack of information about the band members themselves, Sleep Token's unique sound speaks for itself. They're not afraid to experiment with different sounds and styles, which is part of what makes them so exciting as a band. They've had me on the fishhook all week, and I'm chomping at the bit to deep dive into them and get a WTF episode out for them. Don't be put off by their scary masks and mysterious imagery. The anonymity is part of the art, and their music is truly something special. Number 6, DEE. From his early years with New Generals on tracks like Hard to his solo work on tracks like the iconic Street Fighting Rhythm, DEE is one of the unsung godfathers of the UK grime scene. His unique flow and distinctive voice have made him a standout performer, and his influence can be felt across the genre. It's impossible to imagine a UK scene without his contributions. Without DEE, I'm not sure you have Daves and Stormzy's of the world. I can't wait to see him take the stage at Reading and Leeds. You can catch him on the One Extra stage on the Friday at Reading, Saturday at Leeds, and you can guarantee you'll find me dipping my head in for the 10th, even if for old time's sake. We're halfway through, and nothing shocks me more than seeing Austin Mills in that press release. If you've watched a YouTube short, consumed a TikTok, or been stuck in an Instagram reel hole, then you will have no doubt come across the work of Austin Mills. With a career spanning over a decade, collaborating with artists like Pharrell and Ty Dolla $ign, I'm extremely gassed to check out this highly charged performance. You could easily mistake his music as an expansion of Cake Tronada, but I don't see that as a bad thing in any way. He's sure to bring his incredibly up-tempo grooves to the dance stage on the much-needed Sunday at Reading, Friday at Leeds. Yeah, it's one that's going to be unmissable in my book. Number 4, Bakar. Bakar has been a long-standing favourite of mine, and I can be more excited to see him again on this year's Reading and Leeds lineup. I discovered him back when he released the track All In, and since then he's continued to impress with his unique sound and style. As an artist, Bakar truly stands out from the crowd. He has a way of infusing his music with an upbeat energy and infectious hooks, creating music that's both fresh and familiar. With a new album on the horizon and a spot on the main stage at Reading and Leeds, Bakar is definitely one to watch. And I haven't seen him yet. His eclectic set promises to be a highlight of the festival. With his dynamic performance and charismatic stage presence, Bakar's music is the perfect soundtrack for the summer, and I have no doubt that his set will leave audiences buzzing with excitement. We're into the top 3, and next is the legendary Arlo Parks. Bringing her incredibly real songwriting and down-tempo grooves to Richfield Avenue isn't a sentence I thought I'd utter, but that's not stopping me from getting really excited for Arlo to grace Main Stage West dust on Saturday at Reading, Sunday at Leeds. With a Mercury Prize nomination under her belt for her 2021 album Collapsed in Sunbeams, and having made it to the long list in 2020 for the BBC Sound Of, one can only assume she'll be on plenty of festival goers' must-see lists. The follow-up album to Collapsed in Sunbeams, My Soft Machine, is due for release on May 26th on Transgressive Records, and with this, you can only expect a great album before the August bank holiday weekend, and I can't wait to see her play. Number 2, Kenny Butler. Ever since I stumbled across his breakout single and debut EP, How Will I Rest in Peace If I'm Buried by the Highway, I've been absolutely obsessed with Kenny's music. In 2021, he collaborated with legendary drummer Travis Barker on the mixtape entitled Survivor's Guilt, championing the pop-punk sounds of the early 2000s, something that really resonates with old Reading for me. Kenny's real strength lies in his ability to explore a range of sounds and styles in his music, making it almost impossible to pigeonhole him, and that's precisely why he's such an exceptional artist. After some tragic personal news in 2022, we're thrilled to welcome Kenny back to the UK for an incredibly energetic set, and we're hoping for some new music too. He's sharing the Festival Republic stage on Saturday at Reading, Sunday at Leeds with Incredible Eyes, Sleep Token and Ecstasy. That Saturday is really starting to bulk out, and I just need a little Kenny Butler backflip to just take it over the edge. Which takes me to the top of the list. I've had this top 10 2C live list for like 5-6 years now, and in the last 5 months I've actually ticked off the top 5. I went to Sub on Ivor last week. Absolutely insane. Which leaves me in a place where I have to reassess what my top 10 is. Who have I not seen that I'm desperate to see? Of which the Murder Capital sits very comfortably in. I first came across them in 2019 with their record Feeling Fades and Don't Cling to Life. This is a massive one for any fans of post-punk. Think The Cure, The Smiths, Joy Division, and more recently, if you're a fan of Fontaine's DC, you should be paying attention. After the release of their sophomore album, Gigi's Recovery, you can guarantee 2 things. 1, there's definitely a WTF episode incoming, and 2, you can find me in the dance tent on that Friday morning at Reading. And those at Leeds, you've got a great way to clear out the hangover dust on the Saturday. So there we have it. That concludes my top 10 list of artists that I'm excited from announcement 2 for Reading Festival 2023. There's such a diverse lineup. There's so many diverse acts on this lineup so far. Could be better, of course it could, but from what we've got, I'm actually really excited. I hope that you discover some new music, and if you want to join us on this journey, I deep dive stuff like this all the time, so hit subscribe, hit like, send it to your friends. But I'm interested in who you are excited to see. Who makes your top 10? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.